What's going on, YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your boy. Wait a minute. I should first tell y'all where I've been, right? We'll get into that later on down the line. But just a little quick dig into it. The whole YouTube thing and all that, man, just with as busy as I've been, I kind of just lost interest. But you know, your boy's still been in the sneaker thing. And if you're following me on Instagram, you already know I've been, copping heat and posting them up on there. I just haven't been doing my review / vlog thing. So that's pretty much it, man. So I actually had planned to come back later this year. So this review video right here is actually not the official comeback. So you won't see me every week just yet. I will be back, but I figured why not do an early review for you guys on this early heat. Let's get into the review. Off the rip, as you guys can see, this is my 2011 pair. Kind of dick. Remember, these joints are 7 years old, but yeah, you know what I mean? That's that pair with the low patent leather cut, the milky toe box, and of course the 2-3 on the back. Those are the first things you might realize are a little different on the 2018 pair. Now you look at this pair, super clean. I mean, they are brand new. But what they did with the 2018 pair is they went back to the OG style of the cut on the patent leather. You see that higher cut. I like the OG cut. A lot of people don't like the OG cut, or a lot of complaints have been about the OG cut. But something else I do notice is on the toe box is actually translucent. Now actually they still do give you the blue type of sole. It's like a clear icy blue type of sole, but the toe box is translucent and isn't the milky sole like they had on the 2011s. Also, you see that you have your 45 on the back. And another thing that differs from the 2011 pair to the 2018 pair is the different Jumpman. You see on the 2011 pair, one Jumpman went towards the 23 on the heel, and the other Jumpman went away from the Jumpman on the heel. Both of the Jumpmen on the 2018 pair are away from the 23. As usual, you have your Jumpman Jordan logo and your third spacing. You have your net, your basically basketball net type of lacing. You also have the inside, the greatness tab in there. This insole is black. The insole is black with the Nike Air. I don't know if you can see that, but it has the Nike Air on the insole. Yeah, I faded out my insole on my 2011 pair, but I believe it was just a Jumpman. I'm not sure. You'll have to go elsewhere to see that. But yeah, man. Look at the back. I stretched out the 23 on the back of the 2011 pair. But back to the patent leather. A lot of people complained about the 2011, the patent leather on the 2018 pair because they fell in love with the lower cut. Now I will say the lower cut is a little more sleek. I guess you would say it makes the shoe look a little better on like smaller feet or something like that. But I do like the OG cut. I like the high cut patent leather. It just takes me back, and it's just like a feeling of nostalgia for me off the rip. So with that being said, you also have no changes to the outsole. You have your Concord traction pods, your white Jumpman, little dots inside the pods. You do have the separation 2011 pair. My sole is really yellow. If you see somebody with a 2011 pair and their sole isn't yellow, something fishy about that. But yeah, man, so you have everything is pretty much the same. You had your peaks on the 2011 pair. That's it, man. And your carbon fiber was more of a, like, it's like, you know, it's like not shiny, but it's not flat either. So yeah, man, that was pretty much all you had with the 2011 pair. The leather is basically the same, just some regular degular leather. But on the 2018 pair, as I've been saying before, the higher cut patent leather. You have your upper, which is all mesh, like always on the Concord. You have your Concord traction pads, as you can see. Traction pads. You have your white Jumpman. You have your little white hits, dots. You have the little separation from the traction pod. You have your carbon fiber, which is, like I said, it's like, I don't know, it's like inconsistent. Some of them will be shiny, some of them will be like a flat color, but it's still just that carbon fiber that you usually get. You do have the peaks on this pair. You'll have your peak right at the toe box. You have a peak inside here on the medial, and then you'll have a peak right about here. Yeah, man, so you know, everybody knows that the Michael Jordan debuted these shoes in 1995 in the playoffs. I still remember watching the playoff game where he debuted these. I believe he got fined for wearing these. They went against the color coding for the uniforms, and he got fined for wearing them. But I still remember when I first saw these, man, it was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, this shoe right here changed the game for me. This shoe right here is the shoe that actually got a lot of us into sneakers. It's the shoe that basically made you see what you could do with sneakers. Sneakers weren't just for athletics anymore. It was basically to dress up and dress down. And I also remember when Boyz II Men wore these on stage with suits, and that's when I seen it, and I was like, yo, you can dress up or dress down in this shoe. So when I saw that, man, I knew that the Concords were always going to be a shoe that I was going to always want. I knew that, you know, every time they released, when they started doing the retro thing, that the Concords were going to be a shoe that I will always be looking forward to grabbing, a shoe that I'm always going to, you know, get every time they release. I mean, they could release these this year, they can release them again next year, and I'm gonna still try to grab them just because it's the Concord and it's the automatic nostalgia. Now these will be releasing on December 8th for a retail price tag of $220. There are, you know, people are getting their early pairs. You know, you're paying a couple more dollars for them. You know, if you just don't want to stand in lines on December 8th, or you don't want to try to hit the reserve apps. It is supposed to be a super general release. Supposedly supposed to be over 1 million pairs shipped out. I mean, with the, you know, with the early pairs that are coming out, and with people that, you know, have access to pairs, I do believe that the release is going to be a super GR. But it's the Concord 11, so it's automatically gonna sell out. And that's an automatic, man. I mean, I don't ever remember a Concord coming out and sitting. I don't think you're gonna be able to not hit the reserve. I don't think you're gonna be able to just walk into a store and grab the Concord 11. It's never been that way. I would honestly be shocked if it was this year. There are gonna be guys that are gonna be doubling and tripling up, because even with the fact that it's such a large GR, you won't be making a lot of money on resale. You know, if you want to make a quick maybe $30 to $50, you'll grab a bunch of pairs and, you know, you'll go and you'll sell them. But other than that, it's going to be people just grabbing these just for the fact of it's nostalgic. A lot of the newer kids are going to be grabbing them just because they've always thought that this shoe was a fresh shoe. So you're gonna see those people out there, and I do believe that these shoes will sell out ASAP. You know, but that's about it, man. So, oh, also, as you can see, the retail box is the OG Air Jordan box. OG. That's the original box it came with in 1995. I know a lot of people wanted the slide out box, but you know, I don't know, man. I guess they just figured, you know, they're going back to the OG style, so why not just take it all the way? So Jordan Brand has been doing that. A lot of the shoes that have been dropping this year have been dropping in the OG everything. So yeah, man, that's about it, man. I got the early pair early review for you guys of the 2018 Air Jordan Concord 11. Yeah, this is the shoe that basically made me come back to YouTube, y'all. And with that being said, you already know what it is. Yeah, man, so you know, that's the review / comparison of the 2011 to the 2018 Air Jordan Concord 11. You know, it's a fire shoe. I've been waiting for this shoe to retro so I could do a review on them. You know, these shoes are a staple in the community. It's like I said, they're the shoes that made sneakerheads and, you know, just kids. When I was younger, it was a shoe that you looked at, and it was the shoe that changed the game. You know what I mean? It changed it changed like the frontier of just sneakers in general, man. It changed the look. Like this is the Lamborghini of sneakers right here. You know what I mean? This is what this is. This shoe right here, this colorway, this is it. Like, you know what I mean? I know there are a lot of guys that sit up and talk about their favorite 11s and stuff like that. This is the greatest Jordan 11 of all time. My opinion, I think it would be the consensus on it. This is the greatest Jordan 11 of all time. I know there are some guys that talk about the Breads. There are guys that like the Cool Grays. I like all of those. I like all those pairs. There are guys that like the Columbias. There are guys that like, you know, the like I said the Breads, the Columbias, the Cool Grays. There are guys that like the new colorways. But when it comes down to it, this is the shoe. This is the one. Air Jordan Concord 11. So, yeah, man. So, you already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Peter Parker. I will be back with more heat this year. More stuff coming. Sneaks, Beats, and Eats is on